What's up, guys? It's been again a little bit, mostly because classwork, scrims, it piles up. Anyways, let's go straight into it. So it looks like Vicla, he walked into the right line to just fish for damage, chip damage. They found Faker, they traded. The comps, we have Jax versus Gragas, which is... It really depends. I mean, Gragas can definitely deal with the Jax. Of course, the Jax eventually can just be a straight-up problem. The lane can also be very problematic for Jax if he gets hit by enough Qs from the Gragas. Neferi, I assume this is on the patch where Neferi is not nerfed. So they're still kind of permabanning it. Yeah, she's still a perfectly fine pick even post-nerfs. It's just not nearly as OP. Xin Zhao has gotten a lot more traction. Same with Talia. And Azir is, like, at this point, I would say the best ranged AP blind pick. I mean, he just has everything going for him. So it's Faker Azir. We have a counter for Doran, which is pretty great. I mean, for Doran's sake, it's pretty great, and it's against Clear. So, and I'm not, like, highly regarding Clear by any means. So that's good for them. They got Azir, they got Xin Zhao, and then they got a Ezreal Rakan into Varus Poppy, which... The Rakan could get one shot. It could be a little scary at times, but overall, I just like the T1's comp more. The BFX comp, like, it's really weird. Not a big fan of it. Like, Neferi Talia does not sound very good at all as a duo as a mid jungle. So hopefully, we see T1 pulls out a win.
Could have happened for sure. I think
they definitely won in the draft by a long shot. So it looks like he's going to add into bot side for his dual lane. That makes sense. He's just going to assume his Gragas is going to be able to handle the Jax alone. They do have a ward on the Raptors, so they know that Xin Zhao is going to pad down, and he was already showing on it briefly, and unlikely he was going to cross into bot side from that point. They had push control, being hit by some Qs. Poppy can fight for push sometimes if she just uses Qs on the wave, but if she does that, then she just gets chunked out, so it is what it is. If Gragas can ever hold a wave here, he'd be so happy, but yeah, it's a little hard. If there was a cannon wave, maybe it was possible like before, but right now, no. So the wave is going to bounce out, and then he's just going to have to play as is. And of course, if he uses too much mana, especially if he uses Q too much, because the Q costs a ton of mana, so he probably needs to preference CS versus just chip damage.
System now.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So Smash. Ooh, I see how he does it.
No, it's
so
it's a teleprompter.
Yeah,
very cute.
Let's watch. So Diable. So they have the wave bouncing, right? Diablo's playing in this guy's face.
Yeah.
Uses W, which by the way, don't ever fucking do that as Ezreal, because like if you don't get the mana back, it's pretty rough. So that was a mistake by him. And then Smash so happens to be walking upwards, but the E is placed behind him. So this whole slow field is here, so he has to run up this way. But it's pretty awkward because now you're playing into this. If you E, like Smash's mana pool is just gone. Like at that point, it's already a huge win for Diable. And he also misses the Q. Yeah, and then this guy goes, doesn't get the stun, unfortunately. And oof, I mean, he actually low key could have walked up even more. Upwards, just the pressure versus going for the flash, but it was pretty well set up by Diable. So Neferi is done. Don't think Yeah, I was right. So I was thinking to myself, like, I'm pretty sure Neferi doesn't win the 1v1. Like, the champion doesn't do more damage than, like, other AD junglers. It's just that she clears well, she has a bullshit W effect that makes her invulnerable, and her R can reset. I mean, like, that's, like, really, like, a lot. And specifically the E, before the nerfs, would let her, like, traverse the map really fast, like going over walls.
Sad times, at least getting the
so I'm not surprised that this ended up becoming like Xin Zhao favored.
3v3 though.
Or it's just a 1v1 and then a 2v2.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the worst by him, actually.
Is the kill going over, though?
What the fuck is going down here? Because I'm like paying attention to this like 1v1. So Kellin, I have no idea what the hell Kellin's doing.
You're supposed to get with Varus.
So Kellin's just like messing around and like screwed himself.
Bit of a 3v3 though.
Yeah. Or it's just a 1v1
that's
and a
rough.
2v2.
That's really
Now they're
rough.
looking to try and turn it onto Smash. That is the kill going over though. Smash does go down.
And the
Carrier
recon
unable to get in
flash.
front
Oh,
or
that's
stop
so
anything.
rough.
There is the flash from
Yeah,
Orange
he almost killed him.
for Raptor as Faker goes
And he
in
dies.
will be able
So,
to finish off
Faker
the
gets
doggo.
red buff.
A little
Faker
bit
gets a
aggressive
kill.
to then go for the
But
crab,
Smash
but
dies.
Faker
And
investing the flash.
recon
Two
died the
for
Varus
doing it.
too. Oh no. That's really rough. Also on this timer, once this happens, since the wave crashed, and the Jack's already kind of like, the wave is gonna bounce top at this point. The Jax should just base. Like honestly, the Jax could just base, or the Jax could stay even, and they could swap. Like the Varus Poppy could swap upwards. Certainly the Rakan and the Ezreal should. I mean, like, I don't know why those guys wouldn't, because if they catch the Jax with his pants down, holy, would that be massive. But you'd rather swap because the Varus is 2-0. Like, I don't want to play against that guy. Hell no. Hell no. What the hell happened mid while this is all happening? Supports come mid. Fair gets hit. No stun on the wall, no wall bang, nothing happens. So, okay, I guess we're just gonna have the Ezreal with no kills lane against the 2-0 Varus. Yeah, that sounds really smart. Sounds very smart. Oh my god, this motherfucker, dude. Dude, this guy is on one though.
Everything ever.
Oh my god! Oh my god, he's a fucking monster! He's a monster! He's a monster. That was a nice kill.
Variety of Varus, but Diable is playing up so
oh my god, I can't believe that hit.
Here from Vicla as Raptor just
wow, I'm really surprised that hit. Also in the Fury,
Diable sidestepping everything ever. And
I mean, he doesn't have mid control, but Faker has no flash. Holy shit, I can't believe Diable just fucking did this still.
Let's get the arcane shift out of Smash as Diable sidestepping everything.
This is fucking insane. Like, all Kyria has to do is walk up to this guy, and if he W's on his head, like, he gets fucked. Surely this is not Diable just being good. Surely this is just Kira just not anticipating this guy to fucking do this, right? Like, oh my god, look how fucking fearless he is. Fuck you, bro. Oh my god, that is actually a fuck you play. Unreal. Because they also got the crash thanks to him doing that. They literally got the crash, which is perfect. So they got a mid kill. They got the grubs. These guys are super late on their base's bot to do this also final crash. Oh, so they're really late. The Neferi is not going to insta-base and go bot. It would be way too late. Technically, you know what would be really better for them in this case is if the Poppy probably deployed top. But Azir's on... The thing is, Rakan's so behind, because I feel like they could actually play for the red. I mean, he would have to break the freeze, but if you look at Gragas' meta, this guy's useless. So the Jax could come into this play late. It's not bad. It really isn't. I mean, in the end of the day, he does cancel, like, Ezreal, which is also a massive deal. But, yeah, I was just curious, because there was an angle to contest that red, for sure, for the jungle. Well, 3 grubs hitting the turret, got 1 plate, and he's close to a second. The Jax is, he's doing okay. He's doing alright. Same with the Gragas, but the Gragas doesn't really have anything going for him.
Annoying as well. Is it now absolutely legendary? He goes in onto Raptor here. Leads time to do some work. But so is Kellin. Becomes lighting. Very, very important. Everyone's happy. They playing Poppy, Fedoran. Totally fine. Great matchup. The Jax. They got your steadfast presence. Tank Fedoran. Everyone's happy. But as stands,
it's a good read by owner. I mean, the Faker's even like leaning to the right side. They're trying to transfer this into more. It looks like the Grax is maybe building a little lead finally. I mean, like, he's down CS, which is like an issue, right? Like, he kind of has to kill this guy to really make things work. Support's fighting the river. Second grubs in a minute. Now we're finally swapping on second grubs, which is interesting because Ezreal is the one who crashed. Both tops are low. First to ascend top to surprise is probably the most ideal. Rakan and River is really useless, by the way. Like, Rakan should just take a base as well. He probably really should just take a base as well, but he doesn't. Which is so... And they don't swap for grubs, which means they're saying they can't fight for grubs. Don't tell me Ezreal's running all the way up, because that is such a fucking error if they're doing it this way. Oh my god, it's so bad. So he has to TP. That sucks. And now they have Jax. So he can't fight this anyways because Jax has TP. That's so bad. That's awful. And they can still contest the second track. So like, what is T1 doing? Like, these, I'm just gonna say right now, if you are not doing grub swaps properly at this point, especially when you're this high level of a team, you're a T1. You're T1. You're spending probably 3+ million, no, on your roster and like every staff and everything, at least. Because this guy's getting paid over $1 million, at least. He's probably getting paid over $500,000. I don't know about him. He might be getting paid decent. I'm not sure. These guys, I mean, this guy's getting like minimum wage. It's like, by esports terms, he's getting minimum wage, right? And he's getting like just okay money, probably. I don't know if it's actually 3 mil plus, but it's at least over, if you want to be precise, let's say 1.5, okay, 1.5. So your roster's getting insane amounts of money by esports terms, and you don't know how to do a grub swap? Like, we don't know how to talk about or even think about grub swaps? Like, what the hell is that? What's up with that, man? That's crazy. The environment must be just... Either the environment is just awful, and like the players just can't concentrate, or like, I don't know what. But anyways, they get to contest second drag, which is really great for them. The Gragas actually took a base to get Roa, so they're first into this play. And they know he's gonna base too, probably. Yeah, they kind of knows. So Jax is hitting this for plates, which I'm okay with. They don't pull the drag.
Yeah, look at Diable just frontlining, trying to stop.
Okay, they say Diable, but like, isn't it this Diable?
Yeah,
but also at the same time, there should be full hitting this. Like, you just got the wave in, start bursting it. Like, Jax also... Okay, it's kind of obnoxious because I really want Jax to hit for plates because it's so good. He's gonna get like 2 plates at the very least. At the same time, if he was playing in the tri-brush right now, this guy can't walk in, we're full hitting, and we get it. And that's it. The dragon's gone. Like, I definitely don't like that. Like, Diable is like, come on, like he should. That's wait. This is ridiculous, man. Like, you know when he did this bot play? Like, this clearly shows this guy's a little fucked up in the head to not assume the threat and like what you're supposed to do.
Will be able to charm up the Varus, but where's the follow-up? The cast will come in, but it gets Diable to relative safety.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of a dog situation.
Forward once again. These health bars are so low and smash.
Wait, kill that guy.
On the board. There is the pickup as clear.
The fairy kind of killed himself. Well, okay, that fight was pretty much solo lost by Diable. If you want to blame clear, you can. Obviously, he's trying to edge something out. It should never come to this. They should be able to take the drag before these guys even walk in. And then maybe it becomes awkward getting back into mid because like it took so long, but at least you'd get the drag. So Herald's the next objective that's up. The Jax game further ahead of the Gragas. Okay, So they definitely can give up the Herald, by the way. There have people showing on top side, so like I think Poppy being top side to defend is fine. I think sending the Fury into bot and not into where all this vision is actually better, probably a lot better for them. Even though like this guy does get like, honestly, I would have preferred Neferi just kind of looking into bot and thinking about it, because Gragas has no flash. If you kill Gragas and farm that turret, it's massive. I have no idea what the hell Kellin's doing. And what is happening? Also, this guy, by the way, so this guy dies, and so like they're trying to burn this wave, right?
A little bit overly aggressive as far as the Poppy positioning.
If there is an award there,
and he's still trying to fight that Ezreal. Dude, this guy is so ridiculous. Honestly, like, there's like, and like, don't worry, it's really good because in a way, like, Talia's now left alone top to take this, wasted Zinzhao's time more, and it took so long that Poppy's back on the map for them to contest Herald. So they kind of dick pulled T1 like 3 times. Yeah, they kind of did it 3 times, and it actually leads them to get into bot and top, which, dude, that's so funny. Can T1 do this differently? It's so funny. Because the first thing T1 does is they get mid push and they lean into the top. And their Rakan doesn't need as much vision, by the way. He just needs brief vision. Go back into mid, you see them top, you get another mid wave. And you kind of can like display it from there. He bases, okay, whatever, fine. I guess that's how they're gonna do it. The Zinzhao is just clearing. You kill the in-team Poppy. You try to kill the in-team Varus, which, to be honest, at this point, you could let him have it. Because the only thing that sucks is like Rakan and Azir could go top. You're not going to make any shifting play with Varus because he's not going to walk into that river alone. So this actually is probably a good play by him, thinking about it. No, like I know he's for sure not thinking about it, by the way, but like that his Talia's TPing top and will have access to this turret. But he has Ghost and his flash just came up now. It looks like it literally just came up now.
Yeah,
his flash was up in 3 seconds. Holy shit! If Faker fucking flashes, this guy's fucked.
To start this one off.
Yeah, if Faker just...
But the grand...
even if like the R was like here, again, it looks like it's equally as fucked for him. And he's dead. But they are getting something out of it. Again, I don't know if he's like thinking that far ahead. Like it seems very unlikely that was the case with the way he was playing. Especially knowing he did not have flash for a little bit. But the end result is just fantastic for BFX. Like look how this goes. Like, now you get to contest Herald because of like Poppy's backup. Like both teams have used like spells. And Faker like just ate shit randomly. Like he just ate shit for no reason. And now you have a free play top while you're looking onto mid. And he's dead. And now you got the bot turret, you're gonna get the top turret. Like it just... It's like the game, like it just like collapsed. Like the game just collapsed all of a sudden. That's crazy. I don't know, that just seems so ridiculous to me that like it turned out that way. I like that they're making a play on Gragas. I mean, like, they want to play on Drag anyways, but I like the idea of making a play on Gragas. And it's really, really good for solos to pull ahead. Especially the Jax. If the Jax can get ahead, it's so good for the game. So that's why I was considering, like, not even, like, messing with the Herald. But, yeah, like, it just turned out well because T1 just could not... If the T1 converts on the Varus Varus kill, it's a different story. But they did it. And so it became atrocious.
It was quite stressful. As a fan of both of the teams, I was both disappointed in equal measure.
This is not really... I mean, like, I hope they can still contest it, because it's not really a great trade-off. Let's slow down. Because the Varus is on here, so it's a 4v5.
Coming over. I don't know if T1 could stick this, but they at
Dude,
least
it's a 4v5. There's no way they win this, right? Is it just Otacon dip? Because, like, the scariest thing doing an Otacon is knowing that it does a lot of damage, and it ruins your resistance. Kellin misses everything. Or, sorry, not Kellin. Doran misses his E. So his E CD is actually pretty long, because he went Roa as well. Doesn't hit his Q. Okay, so Doran's kind of semi-useless for, like, at least 5 seconds.
Onto Carrier, trying to get him coming in from everywhere.
Ours?
Doesn't have his ulti up, finds a heroic charge though onto
Oh no! Oh, that was so close to being awful. Oh man, that was so close to being awful.
It is going to be the Otacon, secured by the Xin Zhao, and he's also trying to take down Raptor on the back end, who gets a whole bunch of health back, and they're just sending them home as quickly as possible. Smash right
oh,
in.
nice.
Kellin finds the heroic charge, it's just not quite enough.
Vicla?
It's Vicla
Vicla?
with a big old shield. It's gonna say goodbye.
Oh, Vicla! Oh, Vicla, you fucking magnificent motherfucker! Holy shit, Vicla!
I got Shelly.
Oh, Vicla! You fucking monster! Dude, I have not sworn, like, while watching watching games in a hot minute. Wow, let's get it, dude. I don't even give a shit if he dies. You just took all their GAs off the table, and you got mid turret and mid tier 2 because Varus had Herald. So again, it's another case of like, how does T1 play this better? Well, one, this guy can't fuck this up. He doesn't even need to go this way. He just needs to run here. That's it. That's literally all Doran has to do, and he does like one of the worst things he could do. Okay, so Doran is like useless in this fight. Jax is on top of our dicks. Has flash. Faker could, in theory, walk up and R them away. Like, once Jax does this, Faker could literally walk up and R these guys this way. He could. He literally could do this. Smash is like fine. Like, well, I don't know what else Smash is gonna do. Okay, well maybe Smash should not just like E into them. Like, probably could just keep autoing and throwing Qs at this guy instead of putting himself in a position in which like he's actually like getting stunned and stalled.
For the steal. If he gets the steal, by the way, Messier is just in emergencies right now.
And for the rest of the T1 squad,
top side of the map doesn't have teleport, so going for the contester is just
like Keria is just trying to get charms. Owner, did Owner flash? Oh, that's such a mistake.
Teleport, so going for the
okay, so look, once this happens, Owner never flashes here. By the way, Owner should always just like stay here, wait to see what happens, and they go back up. Why? Because don't burn your flashes when you have a GA. Like, even if you die, it's still not like the end of the world, right? But losing your flash, that's pretty bad. Like, yeah, that's not really great. And yeah, I mean, Smash tries finishing it.
Though it is secured by Owner, and then Vicla.
Again, like, don't flash. If you're gonna die from the combo, just die. Don't lose your flash. Like, this is so, dude, it's just... What a fuck up.
In this fight with Kellin support here, ends up taking Smash
2 flashes lost for 0.
And then Doran just sits under turret. Is over here. Doran again.
In the meantime, Diable is gonna get cast in, and now Raptor in a bit of trouble as well as T1 like a freight train.
He got a lot of health back because he hit double Qs.
Not quite enough to get them any more than the kill on Vicla and on.
How did he hit those Qs, bro? There's like 5 dogs on him. Yeah, man, they got another tier 2. Jax ain't good. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It looks like it was just... Oh, so the Gragas is full... I mean, the Gragas is on vision. I mean, like...
Good for BNK. The best of the worst scenario here is Doran really.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, like, yeah, I don't get it. They're clearly force stacking. You have two guys answering sides. Like, just stop his charge and his runaway. It's not the end of the world. So they boost mid, but they gave up bot wave. Like, Talia just shoved this, so we boost mid one timer. We got the mid wave, so Talia should already start heading back bot with Nefiri. Nefiri literally could be like covering this in the bot. Only issue is Jack's TP is not up yet, and so that makes me wonder, did they just screw up their lane assignments? Because Talia could be opening top right now with TP, and that would be way better for the game.
Turret, so they get that inner, they get the outer mid, and trade for that top.
That'd be way better for the game.
Clear takes out.
Jack should just go bot.
Still a dead even game in gold now, but I think the scaling is really starting to work.
Jack should have went bot. I mean, the only thing I can think of on why they did this is if they thought that these guys could do Baron. That's it. That's like the only other reasoning why I can imagine that you did it this way. Or if this TP aligns exactly on drag, and this is also why they did it this way. But I don't like sacking the bot waves, and so like unfortunately, if you wanted to fight into bot, like you get this wave. Technically, Poppy should get a ward on Baron just in case. I mean, they have a blue, so I guess they don't have to go there. But like Talia should go bot. The Fury should go bot, and they should probably put a ward on mid, like these guys.
For lethal tempo, of course. We haven't really talked about it.
But don't sack this, because like now we have the Jax pushing top. We're full sacking bot wave. Again, I don't know if it's because they're worried about Gragas TP difference for that kind of play. But yeah, this kind of sucks.
To get auto attacks down, and they without just being, you know, caved in on by
They're very
T1.
separated.
Goes Raptor looking for an angle. There's that keeper's verdict we were talking about, but it will be cancelled.
Nice
Counter-strike
stun.
onto Carrier, who does have the quickness running, but he's on the steadfast presence at the moment. Doran finds the angle, but he's going to immediately get heroic charge. Goes Golden, trying to stay alive as Faker on the flank. He's able to lock down the doggo, but look at Diable popping off, going nuts in the back.
So the only issue when you're looking at this the start of the fight is one, Gragas is basing because he's what, half mana? I mean, surely he doesn't have an legit buy to do anything because he's gained like 15 CS. So Gragas should not buy. He should just go get this if he's really gonna do anything. They know Jax can come from top side. They literally know this will happen. You're playing for the wave and you need to get the right line. The Jax just showed now. He shows on the left line, but your Gragas is able to enter through here, and you have a mid ward, so you know if the Jax is showing. So at this point, what is stopping them from running into these guys? Like, what is actually stopping them from doing this? I don't know. Like, I actually genuinely don't know if, like, because the Varus is not poke. Vicla is the biggest issue for poking them.
Vicla as well. 10 seconds until...
And he hits this. And so at this point, they can throw like a Gragas Q. Like they can throw an Ezreal Q or something like that. They have a blue trinket, which they could do and do a little pinch move, right? Like just like to take over this spot. But they don't. And so now Faker's playing like, wait, like look at this spread. Like look at this. This is like a damn football field, dude. Like if this is like the 50-yard line, right, like the 50-yard line, like look where these guys are end to end. So they're really separated, like really separated. Like Faker has to haul ass to go catch up with the rest of these guys. So he's trying to zone, and they know the Jax is on the left the entire time. So like, look what happens if the Jax goes in. Like it looks so bad already.
You know, caved in on.
And so like they're contesting this, but Faker's not here. Gragas is not here because he's in base. Zinjal's on the right. Like this is not a contest for the line. So Smash has to back away because he has no flash. And at first it looks like, you know, it doesn't really look that bad. And funny enough, I feel like the Talia R canceling the Poppy R was good for him. But so like here comes the Jax. Ezreal, no flash by the way, no flash. Actually, I'm really surprised he didn't fucking jump on him now that I'm thinking about it. Like, he has no flash. This guy could just fucking jump on this guy and he has no E. He's kind of fucked. He's actually kind of fucked.
Just being, you know, caved in on by T1 as in goes Raptor looking for an angle. There's that keeper's verdict we were talking about, but it will be cancelled.
Yeah, and yeah, like, look, because look, Faker was separated. Faker couldn't go up this way, so he left. Because this guy's strong. He's on hit. If he was like Poke Varus, he could probably kill him. And it might have been beneficial for Faker to test him with his R. Because like, if he doesn't, like, this guy's free. So he pushed out Faker, and now he has access to just hit everyone. So watch Diable.
Strike onto Carrier, who does have the quickness running.
Walking. Oh, okay, first target. Missed his Q because like his teammates displaced him, whatever. Zonius comes up. Faker has done absolutely nothing. Faker finally comes in by flash Q. But these guys are already getting ripped to shreds by the Varus. And to be honest, after this happens, Kellin probably shouldn't R Faker. Like, Kellin doesn't have to do this. This actually probably helps T1. That was awful by T1 though. That was so bad by them. Like, they did not play well together. And Clear, like, literally could have fucked them, and he just didn't. So. Oh, Smash. My brother. You need to pay attention to your threats more. This guy is playing a little too bold without flash. Ouch. And Vicla, my fucking beautiful monster. Vicla! I have a special attachment to Vicla because we had him on FlyQuest for our LCS spawn when I was working for them, and he did not have the best of times, but dude, that kid, when he actually like played out the fights, oh my god, dude, he was awesome. So awesome. I just couldn't find his confidence, and like the roster just wasn't really working the best in the end, but I love that kid. He was so good. Like what Quid is right now for LCS, that's what Vicla should have been. Like, Vicla would have been the guy just fucking everyone up and having confidence while doing it. Oh boy. I gotta say though, this Nefiri feels so useless, man. It's such a bad pick sometimes. It feels so awful. And the Jax is dropping too much as well. Like, he definitely need, like, look where he is right now. So okay, so we're pushing out bot, drags in a minute 30, we pushed another wave. He fogs. He should just fog. Don't rotate. And he should be down here to actually even contest the Zir and jump on his ass. But like, I really hate. I don't know, man. He's literally playing as a flanker, but his champion's not really like built that way. And also, if I'm T1 looking at this, like, one, we don't need to run into Jax. Like, we literally could run up if this is such an issue and have Doran just run up. And if he goes in, he dies. Right? Jumps in, flashes, and it's just because we have Vicla on the backside. Oh, the Vicla fucking backside ulti is really good. And Faker's TP is, oh, it's so bad. Actually, did they see Talia R'ing?
Still, that ward position is really bad for BNK.
Faker does have an arm guard for this fight.
Damn, dude, that Talia fucking flank is... Okay, the pinch move is probably better than I thought because of the Talia R.
They're gonna get spotted.
Doesn't have flash again, man, so he's in a bad spot.
He flashes on top of Smash. Raptor goes fight. They're gonna get spotted.
Oh, he definitely should not have.
Does have an arm guard for this fight.
He actually could have just waited to even ease still and let this draw out just a little bit more, and he would have gotten insane value from this. At the same time, Xin Zhao could actually play on the Talia Rakan could as well, technically. It's probably not as bad as you think, just because Gragas can do a ton of work in this fight, but he really doesn't do much. Like, watch him. So I think he eat a dog, has his R. I don't even know what he R'd, honestly. I think he R's this. Okay, so he R's this, and so like the 0R and the Gragas R hit at the same time, so it doesn't really do much. And
that's caught up to him and needs another auto to be able to take him down. There's the Raptor going untargetable, flashes on in as well.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, they both just R'd at the same time. This is really just not ideal, and he missed his E on a primary target.
Raptor going untargetable, flashes on in as well. Smash going down low, but he's not dead just yet. It's only Kellin that's caught up to him and needs another auto to be able to take him down. There's the Q to finally find it. The rest of B&K trying to dive on top of Faker. It's a 1-1. It's a 4-3 carry. B&K will take it unless they can kill player. Finally finds himself out of position. Seismic Shove is also towards the trouble, but he has it on his team himself at least alive now.
The Taliyah is doing mad work. Clear is playing these fights kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. Clear is playing these fights pretty bad. Like, this is the second time now where Ezreal has no flash and Clear could actually just win it out completely. Which is funny because he's just incapable of doing it for some odd reason.
Now 176, so it's still a very even 1K. We love to see it's crazy how exciting this game is. Being slow, just constant fighting, constant positional decisions by both teams, but like all the calls, he's really difficult situations.
And Doran's not playing these fights. Both top laners not playing the fights that great. Yeah, I mean, this is like not like this guy's not really playing Jax as Jax.
Still standing forward. I should invest it. We'll have one back as well. Just such a really hard position to lock down the wall and anything. How local is? Yeah, you really have to have a follow-up after the attempted engage. You want to get anything done. Level 16 here. The smash the outside. There is on Vicla.
So Kyria wraps all the way around for a flank, and they're also flanking at the same time with Clear.
A bit of damage there. The backline goes Vicla in so much trouble, but he has the
so much HP.
And he's able to
he couldn't even die.
Now Clear getting solo ulted from Faker, and Clear still
oh fuck! Smash is dead.
On top of Smash yet again. They'll trade the Jax for him.
Oh, he lives somehow.
Although they don't finish off the Ezreal.
He missed his R.
Doesn't land as well as Diable.
He's dead though.
Gonna have to find Doran. There's the hail of arrows, and he's gonna need to stand his
ground.
It does not work. He flashes, trying to get
gets one, but
in so much trouble.
How did this fight go the way it went? I mean,
level 16 here for Smash.
Because Vicla took a fuck ton of damage. I think Vicla's just being too bold, no? Is he Roa? Yeah, so he's Roa. Oh god, he has so he's very tanky. He's very tanky. He has a flank here. And once this comes out, I mean, a lot of them can run away, per se, but also if you look at Poppy's positioning, once he looks for this, Poppy should be running at them. And then the R comes through, and they all send it. Like, regardless if they go back into them, like, the Vicla would go in, the E comes through, they're all stacked on top of each other, and they probably die. T1. Especially knowing that Gragas R is down. Yeah, especially because Gragas R is down. Yeah, no, they definitely can win this fight if they play it that way. But don't do anything. And then, so they all E away, so you have first access to the wave. And we still let them back in, which I don't really get, because personally, if I'm looking at this as Taliyah, I'm gonna walk up to here and play this. And then I don't think Poppy... I'm trying to see how to do this, man. Maybe the Jax shouldn't be the one who's contesting this upwards. Maybe Jax needs to be the one who's coming down here. Because Taliyah should be in this like area to just zone this. They should never be able to cross this. Ezreal's being really annoying on the side. But like, this guy can't do anything. This guy could do something. This guy could kind of do something. And this guy will never touch him. Like, yeah, Taliyah could play into him, but like, also again, he can kind of outrange him. It's just Jax just walking into him. It's like, okay, I'm gonna walk away. I really don't like that T1 was able to get this wave despite what Vicla did. And yeah, the Kyria flank was sick. And he got double ulti, which is also sick. And I'm kind of surprised by Raptor, because if I'm looking at this, Raptor should probably insta R smash. Like, and he definitely should not try to Q this guy. Like, he ultis for Khan. Varus is ghosting. And Varus could also never Q, by the way. Like, at this point, Varus could even flash. Like, if you really wanted to and be that bold, Varus could flash, and these guys are probably fucked. Like, he has Ghost. Like, Ezreal's not getting out of this. Even if Ezreal flashes, it's not getting... Like, Azir used R. They have nothing.
To weather the storm, now Clear getting solo altered from Faker, and Clear still wanting to find the angle.
Yeah. I think that could have turned out better for them. I think Vicla took too much damage. I think they didn't zone mid properly. I think this is actually a key moment where Varus could have, like, actually killed these guys. And Raptor's been absolutely useless in this entire game, for the most part. Very useless.
That's a lot of the Iron Solari. The Diable just went home and focused. He's taking damage. Yeah, also taking damage as well. And now they've got double shields bringing in the team fights here. That's a choice you can make.
Now, part of this, again, part of this also is the fact that there's, like, the composition's not, like, the easiest per se. Wow, we got the fuck in there, huh? I mean, like, they know that Gragas just touched the bot wave, right? Yeah, they know Gragas just touched the bot wave with no TP, so we should go. So why would you not send it on the Xin Zhao on the right? Like, you probably should. I mean, they probably should, actually. Like, probably should just try to get the sums down, no? Any sums, any spells, just go for it.
Sounds good.
Only Vic, I feel like Kellin's going in there, which is great.
From Kellin once again.
Faker's separated, so Faker dies.
Getting into the backline, Faker goes golden, but it means
I mean, Vicla got the fuck in there, by the way. Dude, Raptor does no fucking damage. Oh, you should stand on top of this. Oh, dude! Okay, I have a couple issues with what happened. So, like I said, I feel like they should pull here. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just pull here, and we just see what happens. You know? Like, screw it. Just go in. Let's see what happens. Now, the main issue, I guess, is that these guys could start hitting and these guys need to walk. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's too early. Maybe they're too far away. But once this guy starts wrapping around here, and let's see how it plays out. Like, he gets canceled with the wall, right? Obviously, you know, the one thing they're not considering is how this guy is the Lone Ranger. Like, this is actually not the play. Even though he has no flash, he's not the play. He's the play. So if Vicla hopped off here, with this guy getting out, one, Jackson go here or here. The Varus is going to be on this guy.
From Kellin once again, and Smash finds himself
And
in trouble.
now Varus should just stand on top of Azir, because there's no R, and you want to stop Azir from using his E. So he kind of lets him get away. And obviously, yeah, Raptor can't do any damage. And nothing happens from it. And that's it. That's literally it. And that's the game. I mean, that's kind of lame. So let's start with the easiest thing to say. Raptor was easily the worst player in this entire game. Awful performance on the Fury. Made no plays. Also, Clear was pretty bad too. So, jungle top, pretty heavy. MVP. It's like... There's like one moment by Owner that I did not like, but I think Owner had a very good game. And I feel like Vicla and Varus also... I feel like I'd put Vicla over Varus despite what despite what Diable did this game. But I do feel like this guy was just great. Like, really great. Like, yeah, there's some moments that could have been better, but I feel like generally he was pretty great. And like, yeah, like I said, like this guy literally could be in here too. Because I feel like all three of these players, really good game. Really good game. These guys, awful. Awful. Doran, not that great either. But at least he cleaned it up a little bit. For T1, macro-wise, honestly, not very impressive. Like, that... Like, they did get some better fights later on. God bless, but like, you have a better comp. Like, it should not have turned into that.